In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to list an item. Now, before I continue, I just want to highlight a couple of things. If you are using a brand new eBay account, I highly recommend that you have sold at least maybe 2 to 3 items via auction that you've listed from your house and you've sold it yourself, and maybe wait about 1 or 2 weeks before you actually start listing items via drop shipping. This will help your account get seasoned a little bit before you actually start drop shipping items. And also another thing is, before you start listing items, maybe listing around about 3 to 5 items a day, but you want to make sure that you are focused on listing quality items. So build up a good list of items before you start listing them onto your store. So say for example, we were going to list this item over here that we found. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to eBay. And in this instance, I'm going to be using ebay.com as an example. However, make sure that you've seen at least all the other videos that I've created so you understand if you're listing on a different site, whether it's eBay UK or eBay Australia, you'll pretty much be following the similar procedure. So what you want to do is click on My eBay over here and then click on Selling. And then where it says Listing over here, you want to go ahead and create listing. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to go over to your listing sheet over here, or your product sourcing sheet over here. You're going to copy the title and you're going to paste it in, because in this instance, what we are actually doing is we are sniping an item. What does sniping mean? Basically means that we've taken a listing from an eBay seller, we've sourced that product in, we're going to be listing that exact same item, and we're going to be taking all the good information from that eBay seller, and then we're going to list it onto our store. Now, you just want to double check. Sometimes, you know, there are slightly errors. Now, I've noticed here that this specific product, Street Fighter Cap 2019, Blanka Ken Chun-Li, he's wrote RUY, which is Roy. The actual character's name is Ryu. So I'm actually going to improve on this listing over here. Hat, high quality baseball caps. It shows over here, I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. It shows over here 3 characters left. Now, if there's availability for you to add more words in, then definitely go ahead and do so. In this instance, if I press space, then it'll only leave me 2 characters. So it's not going to allow me to add more words in there. So I'll just leave it as that. Now, another thing that I've done is the dropshipping help doc. Definitely go ahead and download that. It will be in the helpful links section of the course, and this is something that it will just help you. I've mentioned it earlier on in the course, and I'm going to continue to keep adding on to it. It's just something that you can have open on the side just as a reminder. So when you're listing items, I'll go over this anyway, it's just to make it more clear, but you want to use screenshots. Do not download the image, and I'll explain to you why. Change the file name to same as title. Again, I'll explain to you why. Ensure it's possible to put at least a 40% markup from the supplier, which I explained on the last video. Put the first letter as capitals on the title. So as you can see over here, every first letter on every single word is in capitals. And that doesn't really make a difference, but it just makes it look a little bit more professional. You want to use all 80 characters that are available. Add title to the description in bold, and I'll show you what that means. You also want to write a unique description, complete all item specifics, and make sure that you check the item location, which I will go through in detail. So the first thing is use screenshots and do not download the image. So what does that basically mean? So what you don't want to do is you don't want to be using the AliExpress images of the product. Why? Because if you go ahead and download AliExpress images directly, what actually happens is AliExpress images, they contain a thing called metadata in there. Metadata is basically allows eBay to link this product back to AliExpress. Now, we're not listing from AliExpress. We've only used AliExpress to find the product, but then we've got either CJ Dropshipping or Yakify to source the product. So in this instance, what we're going to do is we're going to take a screenshot. Now, you can either, if you're on Windows, you can download a snipping tool, or if you're using Mac, then maybe you can use something like Gyazo, which is Gyazo. You can look at Gyazo, you can use this, and this is also allows you to take screenshots or capture screenshots. In this instance, I'm going to be using the snipping tool. So how does this work? You just open up the snipping tool as so over here, click on new, and then you're just going to take screenshot of the item. Is going to save over here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to file, and then I'm going to save as, and what I'm actually going to do, oh, you can see some pictures of me that I've used on thumbnails on YouTube videos, but what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use the title of the image for the file name. So see where I've gone here. I'm going to save the file name as this, and to just put it as 1. And if I put it image 2, I'm going to put 2. If I use 3, I'm going to put image 3, and so on. Why does that make a difference? This kind of helps with the search engine optimization of your product. So I'm just going to click that as save. And then what will actually happen is when it comes to adding images for this product, I can click on add photo and then go to where it was saved. And then you can see it's saved over here. And then I'm just going to go ahead and add it in. And as you can see, the image has saved over here, and you can see the image over here. And you want to do that with every single image. So I'll be with you in a second. And as you can see, I've added all the pictures over here. This 1, 2, 3 images over here. On another video, I'll show you how to edit pictures if you wish to do some editing. But in this video, we're just going to keep it simple. Now, we've done the title, we've added the image. I've just added another section over here, which is match the correct SKU to the product, and I'll show you what that means. So the next thing that you want to look at is subtitle. You don't really need to be adding subtitles. Custom label SKU. Now, what you want to do over here is if you go to the product on CJ Dropshipping or Yakify, you'll be able to see a thing called an SKU. So say, for example, this product over here, see where it shows SKU over here? That's the version for CJ Dropshipping. And if you look at Yakify, when you're sourcing a product, you will see an SKU over here. And each variation will have a different SKU. So as you can see, the green one has this SKU over here. The blue one has this SKU over here. And the red one has this SKU. And this one has that SKU. And same with this one over here. Look, this product here has that SKU. This product here has that SKU. This product here has that SKU, and this product here has that SKU. Now, actually, as a matter of fact, on AliExpress, there is one product over here that we do not have. So, for example, see this listing on AliExpress, it doesn't have the green one, but CJ Dropshipping has been able to provide us with a green one. So you can do the same, capture a screenshot of this, and then you're going to go ahead and title it just exactly as I did before, and then list this one as well. So what do you put for SKU? So for the main SKU, you just want to refresh it. And you're just going to put the main SKU over here. Copy that. Paste that in. And then categories, just make sure it's the right category. So this is hats, clothing, shoes, accessories, men's accessories, hats over here. And then see where it says variations? We want to create variations of this product because this product itself is going to be either this cap, that cap, or the green one, which I've just added in. So we're going to add these variations in. So let's have a look. So what you want to do is variations. Now remember, if there's no variations, if it's just a single product, then you don't need to complete the variations, but this product does have variations. So we're going to complete it, and I'm going to show you how. So we're going to go ahead and click on create variations. And then with this specific product itself, everything, when it comes to the size, it's fine. Features is fine. What we really want to add is style, because this one has different styles over here. So we've got the style of, we've got this Ken, Chun-Li, Ryu, and Blanka. So what we're going to do is we're going to add this in. We're going to add attributes. We're going to add your own attribute, and we're going to click on style, save. It hasn't allowed me to add that, so I'll tell you what, instead let's just click on character over here, then click on save. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add our own, which is scrolling down and then clicking create your own, and then we're going to put Ryu, Chun-Li, Ken, and Blanka. Add. Now as you can see over here, it's added them over here. So we've got character, Ryu, Chun-Li, Ken, and Blanka. Then we're going to go ahead and click on continue. And then you can see it's over here. Now it's shown over here, photos, default photos. We want to change that. We don't want to use default photos. We're going to scroll down and we're going to click on character. Now for Ryu, we're going to go ahead and add the Ryu character. For Chun-Li, we're going to go ahead and add the Chun-Li character. For Ken, we're going to go ahead and add the Ken character. And for Blanka, we're going to go ahead and add the Blanka character. Okay. Now, the next thing is We're going to scroll down a little bit more and it's going to ask us for the SKU. So we want to enter the specific SKU for each product. This is important because if someone buys the Ryu one, we can find the exact SKU for Ryu. So in this instance, we're going to be using CJ Dropshipping as our main supplier. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on Ryu, and this is the SKU for Ryu. Okay, so we're going to copy this all the way like that, copy, and then we're going to paste it here. For Chun-Li, we're going to find this SKU here. We're going to copy, we're going to paste. For Ken, we're going to copy this one over here. Now, I understand that I am listing a branded item over here, guys, and I want you guys to understand that I am just using this as an example. It's a lot more easier for you guys to understand if I use this example over here, but one of the recommendations I make is do not list any branded items. When it comes to UPC, unless you've got the correct UPC for the product, enter it in. If you don't, you can just go ahead and click on does not apply, and in UK, this will show as EAN, not UPC, so you can just put does not apply and put it exactly like that. Copy, paste, paste, paste. Now make sure that you price each variant accordingly. Now in this instance, all the variations are the same price, because if we go back to our listing over here and we look at the eBay seller, he is selling all of them, he or she is selling all of them at $10.25. And remember that we are going to list this item for $10. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our listing and we're going to list all of them at $10. Now remember, guys, if you are listing on eBay UK, what you want to do in this instance over here is go to Google, as I explained on the last video, go to Google, convert $10 to Great British Pounds and just put it as the equivalent over here if you are listing on the ebay.co.uk site, because your items will appear in Great British Pounds, so you just want to put it as the same price but in Great British Pounds. Same with Australia, Germany, France, etc. But in this example, we're using ebay.com, which is eBay US, and that's why you're using US dollars. So now that we've completed all the variations, we want to go ahead and click on quantity, and we can just go ahead, highlight all of them, enter quantity as 1, and then press save. Now the reason why you want to put the quantity as 1, guys, if the item sells, remember we went through the settings earlier on in the course that it will put the item out of stock, and then what you do is then once it sells, you just come back and then you change the quantity back to 1. Now if you've got small limits, if you've got a new account and you've got small limits, then you want to go with 1 quantity. However, if you've got a seasoned account with high limits, then you can certainly change the quantity to 2 or 3 maybe. But in this instance, I'm going to assume that you've got a new account or a fairly new account and you're only going to be going by the quantity 1. Remember, each quantity that you list will eat into your monthly selling limits, so you definitely want to be maximizing on it as much as possible. So I'm going to click on save and close, and it's added all the variations on there. Now over here, let's go look back at our doc. So we've done screenshots, we didn't download the image, we used screenshot, we changed the file name, we matched the correct SKU. Ensure if possible to put at least a 40% markup. So in this instance, if our product from CJ Dropshipping is costing us $6.34, we're putting at least a 57% markup on there if we list it at $10, right? However, if I was to say, for example, list it for $9, then that would be at least a 41% markup. But for this example, I'm going to list it at $10. The next thing, put first letter as capitals. We've did that. We've used all 80 characters or as much as we can, and add the title in the description, or add the title to the description in bold. So what you do over here is just copy the title over here, Control C, go to the description, paste it in, and then just put it in bold. Right? The reason that helps, it helps a little bit with this SEO or the search engine optimization of the product. The next thing, write a unique description. So you really want to write up a really good description for this product. Now what you want to do is, first thing is go over to AliExpress, see if they have a description. If they don't have a written description, you're going to go back to the eBay seller and you're going to take their description, but just remember that you are not going to copy them exactly, okay? And here's another thing that I want to add on there, which is going to be very important. If clothing item, ensure you include a size chart. Now why that is important is because For example, a medium in UK may not be the same as a medium in USA, and a medium in USA may not be the same as a medium in China. So when you are selling clothing products, you definitely want to make sure that you include a size chart, and I'll show you how to do that. And the reason why you want to include a size chart is so that people know exactly what they are getting. Now, first thing that you want to do is you want to write up a description. Now, this seller over here doesn't have any written description whatsoever. So you want to go ahead and write one up. Now, the first thing that you want to do is go over to lettercount.com. Now, the letter count, normally what you would do is, let's just go find another random eBay product, okay, that this seller is selling. And I'll give you an example of what you should do is just, let's see, any product that he's selling. Say, for example, this one over here. And we're going to copy the description. And then we're going to paste it into lettercount.com. And then we're going to reword all of it. So we're not going to write it we're not going to copy and paste it exactly. So this person wrote, visibly diminishes the appearance of lines and wrinkles. So this line reduces, you can just put it something like reduces lines and wrinkles. Erases the appearance of dark circles and puffiness under the eyes. Removes dark circles and puffiness under the eyes effectively. And so you get the picture. What you want to do is you want to reword the description. You don't want to copy exactly as the eBay seller does. You don't want to copy exactly as the AliExpress seller does. What you want to do is copy whatever they've put in there, put it into this description over at lettercount, rewrite it, and once you rewrite it, then you just copy and then paste it into the description of your product over here. Okay. Now what we're going to do over here is we're going to write an effective description because we haven't been able to find one. So let's just put some simple things like stylish, high quality Street Fighter cap in various various designs. Adjustable size. Characters available. Let's put Ken, Ryu, Chun-Li, Blanca. Blanca. And just put in the package one cap. Okay, so let's just say that was the example of our description. It doesn't need to be fancy. So many people focus on these fancy descriptions. It really doesn't make much of a difference at all. Reason being is eBay themselves have said it that most people just look at the price, the title, the shipping, and then some people just browse over the description. Now in the description, you just really want to make sure that you've got the most effective information on there to clearly describe what the product is and what it does. Everything else is just extra. You don't really need to make it look fancy. Okay, then go back into your listing and then paste it in the description. Now you don't want to put this in bold, so there you go. It's as simple as that. And then what you want to do is then, because this is a clothing product or this is a cap, you want to include a size chart in there. So where can we find a size chart? Can we find one in here, over here, or let's look at AliExpress. Doesn't have a size chart, so they haven't included one. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the cheeky thing is we're going to go over to this eBay seller over here. We're going to capture this as a screenshot. We're going to capture this, and then we're going to put file, save as, size chart, enter. And then we're going to go back to our eBay listing. Now with the size chart, just go ahead and add it to the images of the product over here. So I'm just going to go ahead and add a size chart. So as you can see, I downloaded the version from the eBay seller, then I renamed it and I listed it over here. So that way it's nice and simple. It's there if they need to see it. So what's the next thing that we need to do? Complete all item specifics. So if we go over to the item over here, these are the item specifics over here, and we want to make sure that we complete every single one of these. Don't leave any of these blank, because first of all, it's a requirement for eBay to complete item specifics, and then on top of that, it will also help your products get found better. So you really want to not just copy this seller over here, but you want to improve on it. So first thing that you want to do is make sure that you've got exactly the same item specifics as this eBay seller over here that you're sniping, but then you're going to see if you can improve on it as well. So the best way to do this is look at condition. I'm going to click on copy condition, and then on this page over here, I'm going to press Control F, press Control V, and I can see that the condition, it's a let's see if we can find it. Condition is new with tags, which is absolutely fine. The next thing, let's click on style. They've put baseball caps. Okay, so I'm going to search for that. And they've put style over here, so I'm going to put baseball caps. Okay, and then material, they put acrylic and cotton, so I'm going to look for the word material, which I found over here, and I'm going to click on acrylic. If you want to add more than one, just put comma and then put cotton. Brand, they've put as unbranded, so where's the brand? It's found over here, so let's get rid of this and put it as unbranded. Size, adjustable, so we're going to find the word size, and it's found it here. We're going to put adjustable, so it's not put it as here, so it's not found adjustable here. So we're just going to copy this and we're going to paste that in there. Cap size, or let's see if there's size again. So it's put size type, but there's no cap size. Okay, so if it doesn't have that exact one, what you want to do is you just copy this, right? Then you go to show additional options, scroll down and add custom item specific, and then you're going to paste that in. You're going to go ahead and copy these, and then you're going to paste that in. Next thing you want to do is, it says color. So we're going to find the word color, see if we can find it. Color, okay, and he's put the word 4 colors. So let's put ours as 4 colors. Paste it in here. And the way to improve it is, instead of putting 4 colors over here, see, when people search on eBay for items, they start entering their own things in. So we know that we've got different colors. We've got brown, we've got red, we've got green, and we've got blue. So what we can do is, instead of putting 4 colors, let's put blue, brown, red, and green. So sometimes you just have to use your own initiative over here. What else has he used? Let's have a look at his item specific. MPN, so this does not apply, so let's look at MPN, and we're going to put this as does not apply. Does not apply. So we want to match it as much as we can, but we're also going to see areas where we can improve. Now, as you can see, there's a bunch of other item specifics in here. Make it in your interest to complete them as much as you can. So occasion, go ahead and just fill one in. We're going to put casual. Model number, we're just going to put does not apply. For these instances where you can't find something, just put does not apply. Size type, we're going to put regular. Vintage, no. Additional, it's adjustable, right? Pattern, we're going to put camouflage, solid. Let's just put it as solid pattern. Country, region of manufacturer, we're going to put it as China. Accent, beaded, bow, buckle, embroidered, crochet. Now if we look at the product, it does have some embroidery on there, so let's just put embroidered. Character, family, let's see if we can find Street Fighter. It's not on there, so what we're going to do is just going to put, we're going to create it, Street Fighter, and we're going to go ahead and add. California prop warning, just ignore that. Fabric type, we're going to put we've did that before, so let's just put acrylic sprout cotton. We're going to add it in. Okay. Garment care, dry clean only, hand wash only. Let's just put it as hand wash only. Graphic print, no. Made to measure, no. Listing unit, let's just put does. If you don't know what to put, you can click on the little eye over here. Design designates whether the product is set or an outfit. So no. Okay. Manufacturer color, let's just put various. Personalized, no. Number of pieces, let's just put 1 piece. Product line, the manufacturer, collection or collaboration, let's just put Street Fighter again. And you want to fill in absolutely everything. Let's just put summer, comma, winter, fall and spring. Signed, autographed, no. Theme, video games. Trim material, it was acrylic. Water resistance level, we don't know that. Let's just put does not apply. Year of manufacturer 2010 to 2019. So you want to fill in all the item specifics you can. Don't leave anything blank. If there's nothing, if you do not know what to put in, just put in does not apply. But obviously I've kind of gone through it fairly quickly. I'm a bit more experienced, but if you can't find anything, then definitely you want to go read through the AliExpress's description, look at the reviews, look at the specifications. You can find information over here. Okay, and then you want to put in as much information as possible. And then once you've done that, the next thing is just check the item location. So how do you check the item location? If you look at lesson 4.3, in 4.3 I'll show you the item locations of the products. So just to show you, there might be certain warehouses in CJ Dropshipping, or it might be certain warehouses in Yakify. So if I bring lesson 4.3 over here, when it comes to CJ Dropshipping, if it's an electronic, liquid or cosmetic item, the location is Shenzhen, China. For everything else, it's Yiwu, China. For Yakify, all items are based in Shenzhen, China. So where do you put the item location? So if we go back to this product over here, and where it shows, you obviously want to be selecting your business policies, your payment policy, the shipping policy that you set up, and the returns policy that you set up. So you would have set one up for CJ Dropshipping, you would have set one up for Yakify. So make sure you select the correct one. In this instance, I'm using the CJ Dropshipping, so I would have selected the CJ Dropshipping. Now where it says item location, change that. So the country or region you put as China. And in this instance, because this is a product that is not electronic, not liquid, not cosmetic, from CJ Dropshipping, I'm going to put it as Yiwu. Okay, so in the city I put it as Yiwu, and that's pretty much it. You can ignore this part over here, and then you can just go ahead and click on list the item. Mine is going to say update listing. So let me just click on update listing, and then you will see that this product is now live on eBay. So let's just go over it. Now, bear in mind that if it is a new account, sometimes it can take up to 24 to 48 hours for your product to go live on eBay. So you may not find it. So if I just go ahead and click on I am done now, and as you can see, the product is over here. And if I go ahead and see, the listing is completely there. You can see all the variations: Ryu, Chun-Li, Ken, Blanca. All the item specifics are there, the description I created, and as you can see, the shipping is there from China, Yiwu, China. Everything is all there. And if you search for the product, if you've got a seasoned account, it will show up straight away. If you've got a new account, it'll probably take up 24 to 48 working hours for it to go live on eBay. So if I go ahead and click on search, you can see now that this product is now live. So you can see over here that this product is live. Street Fighter Cap 2019, yada, yada, yada. There's the person that we sniped, and we're going to go ahead and click on that. And as you can see, it's all live on eBay. Let's go over to the next video.